Oh, hi. That's my smoothie. Anyway, hello again. Jenn, your fairy TransMother here. And instead of singing today, I'm going to sing in a different way, in the sense of reading some old poems. Ow, I just poked myself in the eyeball. Anyway. So, these are poems I've used, and they're actually none that I've written. No, these are all poems I've used by other people over my 20 years of teaching. If any of my students are listening, you might recognize a few. And there are some speech exercises we're going to do. That's a very enlivening thing to do. Reading and learning a poem by heart, or poems by heart, during the strange time is a cool, fun thing. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. I'm annoyed at this piece of hair. Yeah. Kind of not better. Anyway. The first one is called Foolish Questions, and it's by William Cole. Where can you buy a cap for your knee, or a key for the lock of your hair? Can your eyes be called a school? I would think there are pupils there. Maybe not right now. What jewels are found in the crown of your head, and who walks on the bridge of their nose? Can you use in the building the roof of your mouth and the nails at the end of your toes? Can the crook of your elbow be sent to jail? If it can, well, then what did it do? And how can you sharpen your shoulder blades? I'll be darned if I know, do you? Can you sit in the shade of the palm of your hand, or beat time with the drum of your heart? Can the calf of your leg eat the corn on your toe? There's something pretty strange around here. This is one of the speech exercises I was telling you about, little kidlets. Anyway, I'll just do it. I thought a thought, but the thought I thought was not the thought I thought. If the thought I thought had been the thought I thought, I would not have thought so much. This is called There's a Little Metal Kettle, but I don't know who wrote it. I added some stuff at the end. There's a little metal kettle that is sitting near the settle. You can hear the tittle-tattle of the lid begin to rattle when the kettle starts to boil. What a pretty prittle-prattle of the kettle near the settle. Such a merry tittle-tattle when the lid begins to rattle and the kettle starts to boil. Blip, blop, blippity blop, blip, blop, blippity blop. A tad of blip, a tad of blop, causes the cog to sizzle. Cog sizzle, cog sizzle, cog sizzle. Shh. This one I'm pretty sure I did write, inspired by another poem, but I don't remember. It's a bunch of animals. Someone just tried to call me. I hope that didn't interrupt the broadcast. Looks like I'm still there. Anyway, for each letter of the alphabet, it begins with a An animal that starts with that letter of the alphabet and goes A through Z. And it lists a lot of animals. Alligator, beetle, porcupine, whale, bobolink, panther, dragonfly, snail, crocodile, monkey, buffalo, hare, dromedary, leopard, mud turtle, bear, elephant, badger, pelican, ox, flying fish, reindeer, anaconda, fox, guinea pig, dolphin, antelope, goose, hummingbird, weasel, pickerel, moose, ibex, rhinoceros, owl, kangaroo, jackal, possum, toad, cockatoo, koala, bear, platypus, anteater, bat, lizard, ichneumon, look that one up, honeybee, rat, mockingbird, camel, cuttlefish, grouse, nightingale, spider, grasshopper, mouse, ocelot, pheasant, wolverine, auk, periwinkle, ermine, katydid, hawk, quail, hippopotamus, armadillo, moth, rattlesnake, lion, woodpecker, sloth, salamander, goldfish, angleworm, dog, tiger, flamingo, scorpion, frog, Uganda cob, ostrich, nautilus, mole, viper, gorilla, basilisk, sole, whippoorwill, centipede, whippoorwill, beaver, centipede, fawn, xanthus, canary, pollywog, swan, yellow hammer, eagle, hyena, lark, zebra, chameleon, butterfly, shark. So there's a couple animals that you might want to look up in case you haven't heard them before. One is the ichneumon, and it's spelled ICHNEUMON. What else might be a little odd? Maybe the auk, spelled AUK. Maybe Uganda cob, UGANDA cob, KOB. Xanthus might be interesting to explore, XANTUS. Anyway, speaking of alphabet, I wasn't going to do this one, but I may as well. This one I did write. Well, I didn't make up the ABCs, but I changed, I added some words to it and had a class of first graders memorize this and memorize the alphabet backwards. Something to practice while you're sitting at home. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A great big storm blew through the trees. H, I, J, K, L, M, N. It rained sad tears till 10:30. O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. A rainbow shined when the storm was through. V, W, X, Y, Z. Now let's sing them backwards, yes, you'll see. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, L, N, M. L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. I used to have that memorized. But anyway, it's a fun one. This is a speech exercise. I encourage you to repeat after me each line. This is by Ken Puta, actor with the Tyrone Guthrie Theater, Minneapolis. And it's called The Grip Top Sock. Make sure, if you're going to choose to repeat the line after me, that you get your consonants crispy clear, your T's and your P's and your K's and your D, get those consonants. Yes, you know. Line number 1. Give me the gift of a grip top sock. Your turn. A dip drape, ship shape, tip top sock. Very good. Not your spiv, slick, slap, stick, slip, slop, stock. That's hard, isn't it? Not your spiv, slick, slap, stick, slip, slop, stock. But a plastic, elastic grip top sock. But a plastic, elastic grip top sock. None of your fantastic slack, swap, slop. None of your fantastic slack, swap, slop. From a slap, dash, flash, cash, haberdash shop. From a slap, dash, flash, cash, haberdash shop. Not a knick, knack, knit, lock, knock, need, knickerbocker sock. Not a knick, knack, knit, lock, knock, need, knickerbocker sock. I'm repeating the line again, the second part with you, because it's, yeah. With a mock shot, blob, mottled trick, tick, tocker, clock. With a mock shot, blob, mottled trick, tick, tocker, clock. Not a super sheer, sear, sucker, sock, smock, sock. Not a super sheer, sear, sucker, sack, smock, sock. Not a spot, speckled, frog, freckled, cheapskate sock. Not a spot, speckled, frog, freckled, cheapskate sock. Off the hotch, potch, moss, blotched, botched, scotch, block. Whoa. Off a hotch, potch, moss, blotched, botched, scotch, block. Nothing slip, slop, drip, drop, flip, flop, or clip, clop. Nothing slip, slop, drip, drop, flip, flop, or clip, clop. Give me the gift of a grip top sock. Give me the gift of a grip top sock. There's a serious poem. Emily Dickinson. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin into his nest again, I shall not live in vain. This is a song that I wrote that was very popular with the kidlets. When the earth is turned to spring, the worms are plump as anything, and birds come flying all around to eat those worms right off the ground. They like worms just much as I like toast and jam and apple pie. And once when I was very young, I put a worm right on my tongue. I didn't like the taste a bit, and so I didn't swallow it. But oh, it makes my mother squirm, because she thinks I ate that worm. One of my all-time favorite poems. It's called Silver by Walter de la Mare. Slowly, silently, Now the moon walks the night in her silver shoon. This way and that she peers and sees silver fruit upon silver trees. Couched in his kennel like a log, with paws of silver sleeps the dog. A harvest mouse goes scampering by, with silver claws and silver eyes. And moveless fish in the waters gleam by silver reeds in a silver stream. I think my favorite line of that poem is moveless fish in the waters gleam. Another little speech exercise used to do with the kidlets. Sip a little, sup a little, from your little cup a little. Sup a little, sip a little, put it to your lip a little. Tip a little, tap a little, not into your lap, or it'll drip a little, drop a little on the tabletop a little. Ha! Sip a little, sup a little, from your little cup a little. Sup a little, sip a little, put it to your lip a little. Tip a little, tap a little, not into your lap, or it'll drip a little, drop a little, on the tabletop a little. Ooh, this is a great poem. I didn't write. No one really knows who did. It's a 14th century English poem. It's called the Blacksmith Poem. Actually, I'm not sure if that was actually its title, but that's what people call it. And I taught it to a 4th grade class. And I remember like I was walking, no, I was at a yard sale, and I found this box of railroad spikes, you know, those big iron railroad spikes. And there was a bunch of them in there, but not enough for each of my students to have 2. So I went walking down old railroad tracks that didn't have trains on them anymore, and found other railroad spikes that I could use. And so every student had 2, and on all the alliterations, they banged the iron railroad spikes together, and they loved it. The teachers next door did not. And only one injury for all the years I've taught that to various 4th grades. And it was minor, you know, just a clunk on the finger, you know, a little Band-Aid, nothing major. But anyway, so yes, lots of great alliteration. And a lot of Middle English poems were very much like this. Swart, smirched, smith, smattered with smoke. Drive me to death with din of their dents. Such noise on nights ne'er heard man never. Such clashing of cries and clattering of Canucks. The craftsmen clamor for coal, coal, coal. They blow their bellows, their brains to burst. They jostle and jangle, they jape and they jest. They groove and they grind and they grumble together. Hot with the heaving of heated hammers. Of thick bull's hide are their branded aprons. Their shanks are shod 'gainst shooting sparks. Huge hammers they have and hard to handle. Stark strokes they strike on the steeled stock. Well wrought, well wrought, well wrought. Might daunt the devil such life they lead. All armorers, founders, forgemen, Thor, save them. All right, 3 more, and this is the longest one of the night. It's by one. I am blanking on the first name of this world-famous writer. Oh my gosh. Last name is Tolkien, wrote The Lord of the Rings and all that. Why am I spacing out on the first name? Somebody help me. Anyway, this is in one of his books, and it was meant as a song. And you'll see why it was meant as a song, because it's very musical. And lots of good alliteration in this. And it tells the story about a troll sitting on a stone, gnawing on a bone. And a gentleman named Tom comes along, and he says, that bone looks like my Uncle Tim's bone. So Tom comes and asks, how he recognized it as his Uncle Tim's bone, I don't know. Poem doesn't say, but Tom is upset because, the bone's supposed to be in a graveyard and all that. And so, the troll defends himself. It is my bone now. I stole it, yes. Tom's upset about that, argues a bit. And then Troll gets trollish and, says he's going to eat Tom. Now, this poem is kind of related to the stories I did this morning about monsters. Anyway, so that's what the poem is about. And at the end, Tom tries to kick the troll. But, well, you'll see what happens. And my fourth graders memorized this, by the way. Troll sat alone on his seat of stone, and munched and mumbled a bare old bone. For many a year he gnawed it near, for meat was hard to come by. Done by, gum by, in a cave in a hill he dwelt alone, and meat was hard to come by. Up came Tom with his big boots on. Said he to the troll, "Pray what is you? For it looks like the skin o' mine Uncle Tim. It should be a lion in a graveyard, caveyard, paveyard. This many a year has Tim been gone, and I thought he was lying in a graveyard." "My lad," said Troll, "this bone I stole. But what be bones that lie in a hole? Thine uncle was dead as a lump o' lead, afore I found his shin bone, tin bone, thin bone. He could spare a share for a poor old troll, for he don't need his shin bone." Said Tom, "I don't see why the likes of thee, without axe and leave, should go a-making free with the shank or the skin, or mine uncle's, my father's kin. So hand the old bone over, rover, trover, though dead he be, it belongs to he, so hand the old bone over." "For a couple of pins," says Troll and grins, "I'll eat thee too and gnaw thy shins. A bit of fresh meat will go down sweet. I'll try my teeth on thee. Now, now, see now, I'm tired o' gnawing old bones and skins. I've a mind to dine on thee now." But just as he thought his dinner was caught, he found his hands held hold of naught. Before he could mind, Tom slipped behind and gave him the boot to larn him, warn him, darn him. A bump of the boot on the seat, Tom thought, would be a way to larn him. But harder than stone is the flesh and bone of a troll that sits on the hills alone. As well set your boot to a mountain's root, for the seat of a troll don't feel it. peel it, heel it. Old Troll laughed when he heard Tom groan, and he knew his toes could feel it. Tom's leg is game since home he came, and his bootless foot is lasting lame. But Troll don't care, and he's still there, with the bone he boned from its owner, donor, loner. Troll's old seat is still the same, and the bone he boned from its owner. One of the best things ever written, in my opinion. All right, two more. It's one of my favorite poems by one of my favorite poets, William Blake. It's called Night. The sun descending in the west, the evening star does shine. The birds are silent in their nest, and I must seek for mine. The moon like a flower in heaven's high bower, with silent delight, sits and smiles on the night. Farewell, green fields and happy groves, where flocks have took delight, where lambs have nibbled, silent moves the feet of angels bright. Unseen they pour blessing and joy without ceasing on each bud and blossom and each sleeping bosom. All right, now this one based off something I read ages ago, and it's a verse poem thingy that I taught the children sometime in the winter, and I literally gave them a candle. It was in a safe, candle holder thing, and they literally passed the candle around. We stood in a circle, and they passed it to each other as they said this poem, and I think it's rather fitting in today's weird times. Because, there's so many good things going on. Things like Jenn, the fairy TransMother, giving these to you. I will acknowledge that's a good thing for others and myself. And there's also so many other people and organizations sharing things online. And it's amazing the way human beings get together to help one another. Anyway, the gift of light. The gift of light I thankfully hold, and pass to my neighbor its shining gold, that everyone may feel its glow. Receiving and giving may love here grow. When all our friends have held the light, no more shall continue the darkness of night. And to everyone, the way is clear. The light is drawing near. Okay, thanks for watching and listening to poems and sort of songish things here and there. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share this. At 9 o'clock tonight, I'll be reading something for the grown-ups. I'm not sure what it is yet. And tomorrow, I actually have to go grocery shopping. I was going to go this morning, but I overslept. So I'm not sure when I'll do the children's story time, but it'll be early afternoon. And actually haven't picked out the stories for that. Oh, I'm glad I remembered. Sometime in the next day or so, I want to do a joke edition. Instead of songs and poems, I want to tell jokes. So, asking you to submit your favorite jokes, silliest jokes, corniest jokes, dad jokes, non-binary jokes, whatever. And have your folks message me them or put them in the comments. That would be better yet. And I will read your jokes and riddles in that episode. So let's say, what's today? Tuesday? Let's do that on Thursday. That'll give you some time to dig up some jokes, either from books you have or online. And let's do a joke edition. I just think that would be fabulous. Probably do